trusted source for local news. CBS Radio
Park
News.
passes will also increase to $250. The move follows an executive order by President Trump in July to give U.S. residents preferential treatment over international travelers.
The new fees take effect January 1st. President Trump has dropped his Thanksgiving deadline for Ukraine to sign his peace deal with Russia. Ukrainian parliament member Helena Yanchenko tells CBS News the red line her country should not cross.
It is absolutely not acceptable to include any topics or any discussions about trading land.
Russia warns it is premature to say whether a deal is close. The FBI has launched an investigation into the 6 Democratic lawmakers who released a video last week urging service members to refuse illegal orders. President Trump called it seditious behavior. One of the Democrats, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, discussed the accusations on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
What I'm worried about is the reaction and what this transmits to the military and the public, which is basically shut up and listen to that guy. And that's not the way our system works.
The Pentagon may recall Kelly, a former Navy captain and astronaut, to active duty so he can face a court-martial. They lit the Olympic torch in Greece today ahead of the Milan-Cortina Winter Games. Bad weather moved the torch lighting ceremony from Olympia's ancient stadium to a nearby museum. The Winter Olympics begin February 6th. Wall Street has begun the day with the Dow up 150 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it. Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Hello, I'm Adam Tipton with Farm Bureau Insurance. For over 75 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has proudly served Rutherford County, helping protect what matters most to our neighbors. If you're new to the area or just new to us, please give us a chance to earn your business. Give us a call at 615-893-1213 or visit us at 818 South Church Street in Murfreesboro. Our agents and staff are ready to serve you. From our team to your family, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is the Roundtable, a look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County. This is the Roundtable, a look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Welcome into the Wednesday Roundtable here on WGNS. Chip Walters with you from Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and the Blue Raider Network. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday, and we have a studio full here today, and it is the members of Stones River Revival. We got some great music for you today, so whatever's been bugging you, today we're going to, for an hour, we're going to set it aside and everybody enjoy our conversation and our music today. And first of all, I want to go down the line here. Everybody introduce yourself.
Chuck Harville, lead singer and guitar player.
Lead singer and guitar player. Rob
Jansen on the space bass.
On the bass. Oh, you got the space bass today.
Nathan Brown on the banjo.
All right, Nathan Brown on the banjo. We got to get. We're all. I was going to say we're all acoustic, but Rob's bass is
cheated.
It's electrified today. He didn't bring the big upright bass, but he's got his new baby today. So, talk about how this band, how you guys. This would seem like a band that got together after just some buddies getting together and playing a little bit, and all of a sudden, let's put on a show. Let's have a name. And how did that all come about?
This guy's the real puppet master. Rob sets things up lovely.
Yeah.
And one night Chuck was playing at Cedar Glade, and I just so happened to stop by, and Rob was there, and he said, "I'll be right back." And he disappeared, and I was just happily drinking a beer. And Rob said, "Hey, you're getting on stage in about a minute." And I was like, "What?" Just came to have a beer. And we played together, and there's some really good chemistry. And then, yeah, we just get to have fun together.
Yeah, and so you Rob, you saw that there might have been a little something there.
Yeah, so Nathan and I had this band we've had for, I don't know, 10 years, 5 years probably.
Yeah.
Called the Christmas Cowboys. So we only play once a year. And so there was kind of a joke that gone awry where our singer of the band kind of act like he was quitting, so we thought he was serious. So I called Chuck and I was like, "Hey, might need a new singer." Turned out it was a joke, and I was like, "Oh, never mind." And then
It's too late.
I don't know, a few weeks later, Chuck was like, "Hey, I've got a show at Cedar Glade. Do you want to come back me up?" And we're like, "Sure."
Yeah, I actually booked 2 shows before they even agreed to play with me. So they were in before they really knew they
Visionary.
were in.
Well, that's pretty cool. And so you all played together for the first time. How long ago?
4/20 of last, so it's been a year and a half now.
Year and a half almost.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. So I thought it seemed like, I mean, I guess I've just seen your, especially your Christmas Cowboys, see stuff about that. I've seen you around, and you guys played. Y'all were in the stadium last year at Floyd Stadium, but you also have. You are I'll say this. You all are the best.
This is Shannon Woodfin Parsons from Woodfin Funeral Chapels in Murfreesboro.
Top of the Hillbilly Hilton, playing during the homecoming parade.
Yeah, that was a fun time, wasn't it?
That was a fabulous time.
And I heard you're going to reprise that again this year.
Yes.
Yeah, the beauty of that is when you're playing in a parade, you're passing new people all the time, so you can just play the same song all day.
This is Shannon Woodfin Parsons from Woodfin Funeral Chapels.
Exactly. That's
your
about
best
all,
1 minute. Yeah.
Unless for some reason the parade comes to a halt and you're stuck in the same spot for a little bit. But so how often do you guys get together and kind of work out songs or do y'all just get together and?
I think we've practiced 3 times, 4 times maybe now, and one of those was writing our song that we recorded. So
yeah, and we've started writing a little more, Chip. That's something that we really want to do more. So
my boy Mahi.
Yeah, love Mahi.
Our boy
Tuna.
Mahi.
Big Tuna is a young man who is in. He's an audio engineering major over in recording industry, and there's a story about you guys on mtsunews.com that they did about you going into the studio for the first time, and I forgot about Mahi being there, and I ran into him the other day, and I told him that you guys were going to be on today, so he may be listening out there. He is, I mean, when you meet kids like him, you think we're going to be in good shape.
Yeah, for real.
He is such a good guy. But
what's your next move to outsmart
talk a little bit about that process of helping him out with a project, and it turned out that you ended, in this case, you help him do his project, but you end up with a recorded song.
Yeah, and if he is listening, shout out Mike.
Yeah,
for sure.
It came out great.
For sure.
That was a really interesting. Chip, I was coming off a cold and couldn't hardly talk, much less
Touch
sing.
and go.
And we go in a studio with Mahi, and he made the cut sound like my voice was great.
Did he auto-tune you?
He did not auto-tune me. It probably would have been great. I would love to hear that, but
You sound like Post.
watching him do it in the studio and us having a good time, that's really, in my opinion, where we kind of came together.
Yeah.
In my opinion, as a band, where we'd played together and we'd had fun together, but when we went in the studio with Mahi, that's when we really kind of put it together.
It had to be, because you had to be serious about it. It was
Absolutely.
You didn't want to let him down, and he certainly didn't want to let you guys down. So, and I've heard a snippet of it, and it sounds great. So, what song is? Tell folks the name of that, and can that be our first tune today?
Oh,
Sure.
Okay.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah, it's called Moving On. We got together at Rob's house one night, and we were all sitting there, and we said, hey, we're practicing all these cover songs. Why don't we write a song? And we left that night with a song called Moving On, and we all just kind of exchanged ideas, and it really turned out to what I think for our first song. I think it turned out pretty good.
Agreed.
All right, let's hear it. Moving on.
right.
Stones River Revival here on the Roundtable.
2, 3, 4.
Heart is beating when I hit South 65. Can't remember when I was so alive. Begged me not to go, but I made up my mind, I'm leaving. Callous fingers, lyrics and a rhyme. Working day and night, chasing neon signs. Empty bar rooms, busking for a dime, 'cause I'm believing. So I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I paid all my dues, got nothing left to lose, I'm moving on. I was special when I was back at home. Local bar rooms, playing sold out shows. Music City sure makes you feel alone, man, it's fleeting. But I promised that I'd make my mama proud. Daddy didn't care, always shot me down. Always said, never make it anyhow, maybe I believe him. That's why I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I paid all my dues, got nothing left to lose, I'm moving on. So I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Burning bridges as I go, captivated by the glow, I'm moving on.
Very nice. That's Moving On. And Stones River Revival, our guest today here on the round table. And Nathan coming with the high lonesome over there.
That's his bag.
That's his job.
Yeah.
That's his
I got one job.
So was the writing of that song, was that collaborative, or did somebody bring that to the table?
Yeah, a bunch of 3 cigars and a bottle of whiskey, I think.
Yeah.
Started with a weird patch on my effects pedal. And we were like, oh, what's that? And it just kind of lit a fire, and then boom, 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 kind of, here's a lyric, here's a lyric, here's a lyric. How do we do this? You know, how the muse kind of strikes and you just keep going.
Yeah, if you listen
Don't
to the
let
song,
go of the fish.
If you listen to the recorded song, you'll hear the beginning of that banjo, what he's talking about, and we all said, "Oh man, we got to do something with that."
Yeah, and what was that? Was that a happy air? Or
Oh yeah, just noodling, and all of a sudden, boom.
Well, it's funny. I went to a show here a couple weeks ago at Ascend. It was Men at Work, Christopher Cross, and Toto, and Christopher Cross told the story about his song "Sailing," that the string part at the beginning was a total mistake because a tape machine just happened to start that was supposed to be later in the song, and it just, when they were mastering it just somehow the tape machine started by mistake, and it was a happy little error that turned out to be one of the all-time great yacht rock songs.
Yeah,
I think that happens a lot.
Outstanding.
So better be lucky than good, right?
So how good was Africa?
Oh, that was the last song that night because, and they brought out, Christopher Cross came back out, Colin Hay came back out, and yeah, that was the encore that night, and it was pretty good.
That's awesome.
It should be the encore. Yeah.
I mean, Steve Lukather with Toto he can just
still getting it.
Oh my gosh, he can go now. But so the how much, now that you've had an experience in doing some original stuff with this song, Moving On, is that a path you guys want to head down a little bit?
Yeah, we're in the middle of one now. We've got one, maybe 2 verses of one down. The problem is that we don't, we call ourselves a dad band because we have normal lives outside of music, so we don't get to practice or get together outside of playing shows very often. So writing one takes a little longer than.
Yeah.
The second one hasn't been as easy as the first one was, where it just came out one night. I think we've had maybe 2 nights, and it still hadn't.
Agree, and I don't, Chip. I don't think any of us have illusions that we're going to be radio stars outside of WGNS. But to be creative, and cover songs are great, and it serves a purpose in this community where we play everywhere, and people at least act like they enjoy it, even if they don't. But writing and creating has become what we think. We're going to play the cover songs to stay together, and so we can write our own stuff. Well,
we're going to hear some cover songs, and we're going to hear more from the fellas from Stones River Revival, Rob, Chuck, and Nathan, here on the Roundtable, here on WGNS.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
This is Shannon Woodfin Parsons from Woodfin Funeral Chapels in Murfreesboro and Smyrna. The holiday season can be very difficult. We want to wish everyone a happy holiday season, especially those who have lost a loved one. This is Shannon Woodfin Parsons with Woodfin Funeral Chapels, serving our community since 1893.
Merry Christmas, Rutherford County. I'm Kenneth Barrett. I'm running for sheriff in 2026. This time of year brings back lots of great memories of those who have gone before us, those still with us. I love sharing time with my family, friends, swapping stories, and laughing. I've been proud to call Rutherford County and the Sheriff's Office my home my whole life. When elected sheriff, I will continue to work hard, keep our families safe, and serve with honesty, integrity, and heart. From my family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by the law offices of John Day, AmeriCare Pest Control, and Old National Bank.
Friends? Yes. The financial partners whom you've built a relationship with at Old National Bank are still at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard location, right here in the borough. And so are the warm, homemade cookies.
Cookies are ready, dear.
Like Grandma used to make. If you need online and mobile banking, Murfreesboro's Old National Bank does that too. You and Old National Bank, better together.
Old National Bank at 2230 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
Let's check those WGNS Good Neighbor events. The lighting of the Rutherford County Christmas tree will be next week, next Friday, not this one, 5 o'clock in the evening on the east side of the Rutherford County Courthouse. That's Friday, December 5th, 5 o'clock, right there on the Murfreesboro Square. And the Red Cross is still critically low on blood. Please give the gift of life. Right now, you can phone 800 Red Cross and make an appointment to give the gift of life at a time that fits your schedule. All ages can benefit from learning yoga. It improves flexibility, strength, balance, stress relief, better sleep, and enhanced heart health, as well as an overall mental well-being. Why don't you try yoga? There are yoga classes at SportsCom, the Patterson Community Center, and the St. Clair Street Senior Center. So get in touch with the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department and learn more about the yoga classes that you can benefit from. For more Good Neighbor events, check our website, wgnsradio.com.
Rutherford weather.
Skies become mostly sunny here this afternoon with temperatures holding rather steady. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low near 32. Thanksgiving Thursday, sunny, high 48. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center.
Currently, it's 52.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Through Sharing Change, MTE members round up their bills to support local nonprofits. Find out more how your spare change can make a difference at sharingchange.org.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9. This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Welcome back into the Roundtable here on WGNS. Our guest today, Stones River Revival. It's Rob, Chuck, and Nathan. And in our last segment, we heard their original, Moving On. And but I'm assuming that you guys started out just covering stuff and figuring out, okay, what can we... Like I said, since you all practice all the time, right?
Nonstop
of what would be good. And how do you all? I mean, everybody wants to pigeonhole bands and things like that. I think you probably gave it the best classification a bit earlier. You're a dad band, but you're not necessarily country, not necessarily bluegrass, not necessarily rock, not necessarily a jam band, but you're a little bit all of that.
Yeah, something like that. You know, really the most interesting thing to me of this band is Chuck is like
a
Rolodex of song lyrics. I don't know how he does it. He never pulls out, he doesn't, I think he used an iPad once and he's like, I don't like this.
Yeah, I'm out.
He doesn't do the iPad, or he doesn't have a song book. He just remembers.
You remember all the lyrics?
Every song ever.
Wow.
He remembers most of the lyrics.
Our own.
Did good.
He comes up with some creative ways to solve when he doesn't know the lyric.
Yeah, like there's a bathroom on the right, There's a guy on TikTok right now that's all he does is videos of lyrics that people get wrong all the time. And that's pretty cool because he goes, and he puts out what he thinks it says or whatever Ozzy Osbourne said right there, you know. So yeah, exactly.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Yeah, hold me closer, Tony Danza. That's a good one also. Now, last year, as we mentioned, you guys were in the MTSU homecoming parade, and you there was one tune in particular you guys got it down because how many times did you play Pink Houses?
Wow. Well, we played that and Wagon Wheel about a gazillion times because we tried to think one other thing, and it was like didn't hit quite the same with the
Not
crowd.
only that,
so.
but that crowd is mostly kids. So a lot of the stuff we play is not as, I'm not saying it's filthy. It's not rated R lyrics, but it's not as clean as those two songs. So we just kind of figured we got all the kids out here. Let's just kind of stick to these two that we know and roll it.
Can't do Snoop Dogg on the bus.
No, you cannot. Cannot.
A Snoop Dogg with an upright bass. Now that's something we got. You got going. Well, we heard since you have Pink Houses down so well. How about letting us hear it one time right here?
Well, now we'll mess it up, but let's go.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a black man with a black hat. He's living in a black neighborhood. He's got a interstate running through his front yard. You know, he thinks he's got it so good. And there's a woman in the kitchen. She's cooking up evening slide. And he looks at her and says, hey, doll, remember when you could stop a clock? Oh, but ain't that America? You and me, ain't that America? Something to see, baby, ain't that America? Home of the free, yeah. Little pink houses for you and me. Yeah, for you and me. There's a young man in a t-shirt. He's listening to a rock and roll station. He's got greasy hair, greasy smile, and he says, Lord, this must be my destination. So Mama told me when I was younger, she said, boy, you're gonna be president. But just like everything else, those old crazy dreams kinda came and went. Oh, but ain't that America? You and me, ain't that America? Something to see, baby, ain't that America? Home of the free, yeah. Little pink houses for you and me. Yeah, for you and me. And what do they know? No. Go to work and somehow rise and vacation down at the Gulf of Mexico. And there's winners and there's losers, but they ain't no big deal. Cause a simple man, baby, pays the bills that care. Oh, but ain't that America? You and me, ain't that America? Something to see, baby, ain't that America? Home of the free, yeah. Little pink houses for you and me. Yeah, for you and me.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. Stones River Revival and Pink Houses. And, man, that y'all, that was good. That was really good. I mean, but, you know, I guess y'all played it enough on top of the bus.
That's
that,
right.
You got it down. You got some licks down. Be thinking about what, because we'll be able to get one more in before our next break. But I want to talk about instruments. And, Chuck, you've got the garden variety guitar going right here. Mm-hmm. And what, do you have? How many guitars do you own?
I have 2. I've sold more than I own. When I got married and started my actual career, I sold off almost every guitar I owned. I kept one Martin D28, and this was my dream guitar that I'd wanted. And I finally talked my wife into letting me go to Gruen Guitars in Nashville and pick out the Collings D3 that I wanted, and that's what I stick with right now.
There you go. Well, it sounds great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Rob, you normally, well, not normally, but I've seen you before with the huge, gigantic, upright bass. And today here in the studio, the folks who are watching on Big G TV can see that you have gone with the modified version, which saves you a ton of space and sounds terrific here. So tell folks what it is that you are playing.
So we call it the space bass. It is a electric upright bass. I found this luthier named Mirko in Italy, and he was building these for jazz guys over there. And I just hit him up one day and was like, hey, could you make one of these to my specifications? A little different than jazz, because it's obviously I play it more like a bluegrass kind of style, but it still works for jazz. And he was like, sure, I'll do it. And 3 months later, it shows up as my Christmas present that my wife didn't know she was buying me.
Yeah, wow. You know, Kristen, I'm sure she loved that.
Yeah, just don't. She doesn't know how much it costs.
At least I got
geez, on the radio.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But I will say, when I got it, and I say, so Kristen, this is what you're getting me for Christmas, and she was like, what is it? And I showed it to her, and she's like, this might be the only time this has ever happened. She said, that was a smart decision, Rob.
There you go.
Again, she didn't know.
Did you have that recorded anywhere?
I was going to say, I don't believe it. I don't believe it really happened.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Nathan, you how long have you played the banjo, and did you play the guitar first, or how did you get into the banjo?
So I am not a banjo player, which might come as a surprise to real banjo players out there, or not.
Yeah.
No, I've been playing banjo for a lot of my life, but really in about 2020, maybe late 2019, when we started playing legitimately between cowboys and other things, picked it up and had a good reason to play it. I had spent good money on this thing years and years ago because the project was coming together, and I was like, oh, good, I got an opportunity to get a little better at the banjo.
Yeah.
But I'm a guitarist first, and I've got about 7 of those back at the house. And yeah, so Rob's like, but this is you got to play banjo.
Well, what was it? It was I think my 40th birthday party. And
yeah.
Nathan was living across the street from me at our old house, and I called him up and was like, hey, we're over here playing some music. You got a banjo? And he's like, yeah. And I said, bring it over.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, you're a banjo player now. So then when he started playing with us, and was like, hey, guess what? You're a banjo player again.
He did tempt me. He's got an old Wurlitzer that he's like, I'll break out the Wurlitzer. And that's like one of the best electric pianos ever.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming for sure.
All right. Good
Chip,
deal.
you're starting to see that Rob's the one that puts everything
Yeah.
together. Right?
He's the pot stirrer.
That's
isn't
right.
he?
He's very good at it.
The straw that
He
stirs
is.
the drink.
He
Yeah.
is. I've known that for quite a while. All right, if we can get one more in before the break, what do you want to play?
I think let Nathan show off his guitar skills.
Let Nathan do his original.
We're breaking out the guitar and the mouth harp.
Yep.
So helps with the pick.
Nathan won't talk much about this song. He
No,
doesn't,
I
he doesn't
don't
even
like
like
to.
me to intro it.
No, I don't.
When
You're
we're
right.
playing, so I won't anymore. Now that I learned my lesson last time when you shot me that glare. But this is a fantastic song that Nathan wrote called "Home."
Okay, an original by Stones River Revival.
Ain't no use in going home. broken pieces on the floor. When I go back, taste the earth, I don't know the guy who lived there, but I hear a voice that sounds like velvet and whiskey. Like a faded photograph, I still carry my past with me. But I'm on my way back home. She used to see me as something special, with eyes of fire and hair of gold. She cuts me down to the marrow, I don't know how to let her go. But I hear a voice that sounds like velvet and whiskey. Like a faded photograph, I still carry my past with me. But I'm on my way back home. I fought so hard to leave. My memories were so loud. Sometimes I wonder, did she ever miss me? But I hear a voice that sounds like velvet and whiskey. Like a faded photograph, I still carry my past with me. But I'm on my way back home. Doesn't feel the same, but I'm home. Yes, I'm on my way back home.
There it is. Home by Stones River Revival. More on the Roundtable here on WGNS.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
Well, yeah, I'll be right there.
It takes all of us to power a community, both in plain sight and behind the scenes. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
This is Shannon Woodfin Parsons from Woodfin Funeral Chapels in Murfreesboro and Smyrna. The holiday season can be very difficult. We want to wish everyone a happy holiday season, especially those who have lost a loved one. This is Shannon Woodfin Parsons with Woodfin Funeral Chapels, serving our community since 1893.
Life's too short to stress about insurance. That's why Ray Call at Rayburn Insurance is here to make sure you have the right coverage without all the hassle. He'll work hard to provide you with personalized service and finding the best solutions for you and your family. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. Let him handle the details so you can focus on what really matters.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Welcome back into the Roundtable here on WGNS. Chip Walters with you from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates and the Blue Raider Network. Glad to have Stones River Revival in the studio. Rob and I started talking about this a few months ago, and you know, dreams do come true, and here you guys are today, right? If people go to your website, which is stonesriverrevival.com, or your Facebook page, you always like to have followers. Rob, by trade, is a marketing guru, graphic artist, and where did the rooster come from that seems to be the trademark of the band? There you go. Turn them off.
I'm talking, but I can't.
Come on, Brian.
I'm talking, but I can't hear myself. Well, for our first show, we didn't have any pictures of ourselves because we hadn't never been together before. We literally played without having practiced. So Chuck said, "Hey, we need some art," and so I was like, "Well, there's no pictures of us, so what am I gonna do?" So I put a poster out with 3 roosters. And the intention was to change to different animals, but then it just kind of stuck around. So now every poster is the
chicken band
is a rooster.
Yeah, and I can't say enough about Rob's ability to be able to make those signs for us each show, every time, and they're always unique and they're always super creative and on point every time. So
he even made artwork for your appearance here today.
Oh, outstanding!
So, well,
he is the marketing department.
Yeah.
So.
Our creation of Stones River Revival happened to coincide with the creation of AI, so that helped tremendously.
And where did obviously the Stones River? But how did you? What other? How did the name come about? For sure.
Man, we had a
AI.
long list. It was. We put in AI.
Yeah. AI.
Oh, was it really?
We're like this kind of band, and we live here in Murfreesboro, and here's some features of Murfreesboro. Name the band.
And it came back with that, and we had talked about some other silly names, but that came back, and we were all 3 like, yes.
Yeah. It rolls off the tongue pretty good.
Yeah. I'm a giant CCR fan, so I was happy with it.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go. Now you guys are going to be playing this weekend, right?
Yes.
Is that right?
That is
Saturday.
correct.
Saturday.
Middle Ground Brewing over off Old Fort will be celebrating their 2nd year anniversary, and they've been nice enough to ask us to play, and they've got an opener before us. Yeah. So come out and enjoy some good music and some good beers and some good food.
So if there's an opener, that means you're the headliner, right?
I mean,
you're not going to say that.
I didn't say it, Chip, but now that you said it, I like it.
It's pretty
and
good.
If I can say too, that's a family-friendly place, so you can bring the whole family and come out there and have a good time.
Well, and speaking of that, you're going to be at another family-friendly place on the 19th of September over at Cedar Glade, and because they've got all kinds of fun stuff over there, and that's Friday night before MTSU's homecoming as well. And Jonathan's he's a friend of the band, and y'all are going to be playing over there, correct?
Yes. Yeah, we're doing that. We're playing outside that night, and the alumni band, the Blue, is coming, and I think we're trying to work out maybe playing a couple of songs with them, so that should be interesting to play together with a actual band.
We tried to play
Marching
with them
band.
last year. We tried to get some of them to play instruments with us, and none of them would commit. But
we did end up with a bunch of them on stage. We had a drummer at one point.
Yeah,
And
we
remember the piccolo player or whoever it was?
Yeah. Came up and jammed on.
Who thought you could have a
Turn
horn
the page
section?
or something?
It was interesting.
A lot of the great bands have horn sections, and this could be the launching pad for that.
I'll tell you, I tried to flash the credentials of my composition degree to get those kids to come up, but they were not interested. Trying to get the baritone saxophone player, and he's like, "No." It's like, come on, buddy.
Well, so y'all have y'all got a busy couple of
That
weeks coming up
cliffside view
here,
is
and then
What's your
we're going to play
plan
another
for crossing
tune, and
those
then we'll talk
treacherous
about
rocks?
what you guys do at Christmas time with the Christmas Cowboys here in a minute. But we've heard a couple of originals. We've heard a little John Cougar, and how about now a little Tom Petty? We got something ready for that. A little Last Dance with Mary Jane with Stones River Revival.
Well, she grew up in an Indiana town, had a good-looking mama, never was around, but she grew up tall, grew up right with them Indiana boys on an Indiana night. Moved out here, age 18, and blew the boys away. It's more than they'd seen. I was introduced, but I just kept grooving. Said I love you, baby, but I got to keep moving on. I keep moving on. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. And I feel summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again. And I don't know, but I've been told if you never slow down, you never go old. Tired of going up and I'm tired of going down. Tired of myself and tired of this town. Oh my, oh hell yeah. Honey, put on that party dress. Buy me a drink, sing me a song, but take me as I come, cause I can't stay long. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. And I feel summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again. Well, there's pigeons down on Market Square. She's standing in her underwear, looking out from a hotel room. Nightfall will be coming soon. I said, oh my, oh hell yeah. Honey, put on that party dress. Too cold to cry when I woke up alone. It's the last number, walk to the road. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. And I feel summer creeping in, and I'm tired of this town again.
Last Dance with Mary Jane and Stones River Revival. Rob, Chuck, and Nathan here with us today, and we talked about it being a dad band. So tell everybody what you all do in real life. So Chuck, kick it off.
I'm in the school bus business.
Oh,
we're the Bluebird school bus dealer for the state of Tennessee and 5 other states actually, but been in the industry 25 years, and my current company 16 years. We're based in Lebanon. Our location's in Lebanon, Tennessee, but been a great career and great life for me. And music is something I enjoy, and especially with these two guys, I think you can see it. I think you can tell that we all enjoy playing with each other. So, and if I can, Chip, real quick, thanks for having us today.
Oh,
I've
sure.
heard your voice on the radio for a long time, and really appreciate you getting us in here. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate it because, I mean, the thing is, it's funny because, you know, I've done stuff in sports for 40 plus years now, and we all want to be musicians, and musicians always want to be around stuff in sports, so it all works out that way.
That's fair. Yeah.
First met Rob when he was working on campus, and now he's out with John Jones, and you guys are just doing your thing.
Yeah. So back with John Jones, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
When I moved back to Murfreesboro after I graduated middle briefly, and I moved back and worked for John. And then we opened John Jones Real Estate, and then I stayed until the market got nasty when the bubble burst, and then went to work for Middle for almost a decade.
Yeah.
And then I came back and so I'm director of marketing over at John Jones, where I get to play with real marketing all day long.
Yeah.
And then I come home and make rooster posters.
There you go. Nathan, you said you had a composition degree?
I do, and I don't use it at all.
Oh, yeah. So there you
It's
go.
funny how that works.
Yeah.
I'm a custom furniture and cabinetry guy, so that's what I do with my day life.
Aha.
Yeah.
Well, that you know, everything you guys do could come in handy. So I know how to get a hold of you now for all that. But so you do like. You do like kitchens, cabinets for people who are on custom homes and things like that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what kind of furniture do you build?
Tables. Try to stay away from chairs.
Chairs would be hard.
Yeah, if you've ever tried a chair, they're hard to batch out. But I do just about anything for built-ins, full kitchens, vanities, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
And you've been playing guitar forever.
8th grade. I don't know how long. I don't want to think about how long ago that was.
Rob, when did you start playing bass?
I picked up a guitar at 14 and picked up a bass at 15 because everybody played guitar. So I was like, let's do something different.
Gotcha. All right, we got time for one more. Do y'all have one more ready or no? What do you?
Yeah, let's move some.
As a look of despair comes across his face.
I mean, sure, we can figure one out. You want to do the? By me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we'll do this. Right now we'll say goodbye, and we'll play. This will play us out. So, thanks again to Stones River Revival for being on the show with us. If you missed any of this, you can catch it on the podcast on wgnsradio.com. We'll put it out there on the socials, and they'll do the same. So, as we say goodbye, one more from our friends Rob, Chuck, and Nathan, and Stones River Revival.
Yeah, thank you, Chip. Yeah. This ought to play us out just right. When the night has come, the land is dark, and the moon is the only light you'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me.